was insane concept because like it just like so have like a boss reggae thing, and you got the organ, but how do you top that? You don't want to put like horns on it because that would be a bit too much. So what he went out and got like a 3-piece girl group vocal like backup singers. And they just killed it, like 3-part, 4-part harmony, and it's just like there, and it's like really heavy, like boss reggae. It was so dope.
And they actually they joined us drunk on stage at our record release because come on, do it, and finally got them up to do it and sing with us. They still killed it.
Just 3 really drunk girls going like, ooh.
Yeah. And one of them is actually from, I think she's from Austin, right?
Yeah,
Jessie.
But lived here after meeting a Dane because all the Americans moved here when meeting a Dane because we have the free healthcare and everything.
Sure.
It's not so rare they move. The Danes rarely move over there with the American part.
Everybody I know that's been like,
life
oh yeah,
is just a bit easier here.
I was like, I got a movie career in LA. I got like a thing going on. It's always LA. And like, yeah, we got a movie career, got a thing going, you know, like, and if things like, oh, I just met this girl. She's really nice. Oh, cool, man. She's a model. Cool. But I think we're going to have kids. So we're moving back home, you know, and like, and they'll be showing up here with like some girl. Like, can't talk the language and shit. It's beautiful.
I don't know if I have the funniest anecdote. One of our very good friends is an American skinhead, and he moved here early in the 90s. After he has done the whole. We usually finish our set with Skinhead Symphony that the specials have done, and he does the whole Moonstomp intro. I want all you skinheads to get up on your feet.
We had to get a real skinhead to do it because I can't fucking do it. I mean, no, it's not happening. So like we had to like have a guy who's actually real full blood, and he comes on like shit is like polished. And like bang, like got the yeah.
But he did the whole interrail stuff when he was like 19, 20 or something like that. Wound up in Denmark, go to Roskilde Festival, which is one of Europe's biggest festivals. Hook up with a Danish girl, and she's like, "Hey, what are you doing after the festival?" "Oh, nothing really." "Okay, my parents are away on vacation. You want to come visit me in the south of Denmark?" "Yeah, sure, I'll come." And he stayed there for a couple of days, and then they're there, and all of a sudden the car. He hears a car and drive in, and then it's like, "What's that?" "Oh, that's my parents." Like, shit, wait, what I'm gonna do is like nothing. You stay here, and he's like, "Should I meet them?" It's like, "Yeah, sure, whatever," because things are a bit more relaxed here than he's used to. And then they sit and he meet, and like he's really awkward with this, and then where do I sleep tonight? You sleep with me in my bed. What about your parents? They don't care. Like. Clash of cultures, and it's like, oh, is it like this in Denmark? And then he never left. In a sense.
There's so many expats up here. Same story. I know so many Irish guys. Like seriously.
Yeah.
Well, Copenhagen is also a capital city, so we're people from everywhere living here, basically.
Definitely.
Yeah.
But that was a long story away from our songwriting process.
I mean, we just hook up and write songs because that's what we do. And like we have like I have the whole equipment and everything set up, and I'm the way that we work is actually the first album was done with demos with like drum samples taken from like just like fat drum loops or like loop masters, or you can get like packages, and like just random generic kind of like reggae one drop things, and we would build a demo up around that, and then when we had like a like 10, 15 or 10, we get like the real drummer in. And Adam, whose studio that we're in, another Adam, he's a total legend. Like this studio right here, this is where we recorded with Farillo back in 2001 with my old ska band. And Adam, who has it, who owns it, he started out being he was a sound guy in the old Ungdomshus, which is like a youth house in Copenhagen. That a lot of riots going on, a lot of real center of punk rock, like punk rock
DIY.
temple, DIY, everything, like and so many bands came through there during the 80s and 90s. Adam, who owns the studio, he was there, and this studio is actually like started in the old Ungdomshus and now became here. Adam, he used to tour with like Rich Kids on LSD because they came through there and they picked him up. And after that, he's been front of house for like Pennywise, for like
Flog and Molly.
flogging Molly for like a decade, like toured the world many times.
Hepcat too.
Hepcat on the first Hepcat tour, he was the front of house. So like Adam, who owns the studio here, he's of course our front of house now, and he tracks the drums also for us. So we get so we have like I'm a hip hop producer at my heart kind of thing. I work with loops and I know how to do vocals, and I know how to mix everything else. But he's like, when I need like somebody to do like some real proper drum recordings, we get him in to do it. So I mean, we're pretty hooked up.
It was also a funny thing because maybe tell about your background, David, before starting in this band.
Oh yeah.
Well, I've been playing in bands in the '60s scene for a bit more than 20 years now, and usually I've only recorded on tape. So this is the first time I try recording in a modern way.
David has never released anything that was digitally recorded.
Wow.
Before this.
Usually it's been on like a 4-track or 8-track recorder, and
then he met me and I messed up his
played-
whole thing.
played live, doing all of the vocals on one microphone together and stuff like that. Yeah.
But we still
broke the
do
seal.
that. We use the tech, like we do all the oohs and ahs, like with him
Yeah, we
and
do-
Kevin, like
Mostly we do the backing vocals on one mic together.
So I'm glad David's here, because one of the things that I really noticed about the record is the bass. Like, what's the secret sauce here? Because your record on my stereo, like, sounds way deeper than anything else I have. Like, all the bass grooves rip.
Firstly, I play a Gibson EB0 with a Modbucker pickup, which is a very bassy as a start. So it gives a lot of bottom to the sound. And then Pato has also been producing it, and he's used to producing hip hop.
It's the first time I ever heard a bass player say there's too much bass on the record.
Yeah, we have
Turn
to
it down.
down a little bit.
That was Martin Hip Hop Roots.
they were like, I'm not doing it. Oh, you have to. It's too much. And so everything on the record is like minus 2 dB bass. So I had to kill the bass on everything. Yeah, and I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, but it's basically also a bass that fits sort of reggae and ska music a lot. And an old one too, which makes the sound a bit more muddy.
The neck is kind of like it's so dented. It's like feeling like a really beat up like 2x4 or something. It's so messed up. It's so beautiful.
And he's aggressive in his playing as well, which helps as well.
Yeah, I play aggressively, and the bass is made of mahogany, so it's the tone keeps on. The resonance just happens.
Incredible. Yeah. Hats off to those bass parts. Like every time I put it on in the car, like when the singles came out, I was listening to it with my son, and like those bass parts like always would just like my youngest son likes the stereo loud. My oldest son would always be like, you got to turn it down. And like every time we'd circle back on the song, it comes back in.
I also think that some of it
That's
also is
good
down to dubbing it with a fuzz guitar.
Yeah.
Like several of the bass lines have been dubbed with a fuzz, which kind of expands it even more.
Yeah.
Yeah, some of them at least. Yeah.
It was just like, it was kind of the idea that with the changed sound, that, because like me and David, we're kind of like, we're going from, what was it? It was 64 to 70, mid 71.
Yeah, something like
Not
that.
72, mid 71.
Why not 72?
Yeah, what's up with 72?
You
Too rootsy, man.
You don't
Too
want
rootsy.
you don't want to go there.
Too much Ja Rastafari.
It gets too Ja right there.
Okay.
And we just kind of keep it back, and then you kind of sneak in 76 to 81.
Okay.
And that's the period. Because that's what the one thing is the two-tone, and again, like, big up Terry Hall because while we're here. And then you'd have, like, the other part of it would be, like, that's what they stole from. That's where they took things from, And the idea with the fuzz pedal, it was kind of like, it was the idea of somebody going to, like, Denmark Street in, like, 67 and buying a fuzz pedal, and then going back to Kingston and just like, new sound month, and just let's put this on a record because this will sound cool. Just it'll be something else, So
like when the wah wah pedal happened in
yeah.